I'm in Baltimore, Texas.
Yeah,
I'm in Baltimore, Missouri.
I should be more specific.
Baltimore, Texas.
Right.
You could say anything in Texas.
Right.
Any other name, you can just say it, and then Texas.
Yeah.
Look, I'm
Rhode
from
Island,
Paris,
Texas.
Texas.
Paris, Texas, yeah. Burton, Texas. It's got to be there.
I'm sure there's a Burton, Texas somewhere. Small little city.
Small little sundown town.
I'm going to look it up. Burton, Texas.
And then look up how many white people live there.
So he's just looking
1,500 if there is one.
He's just looking up how many people live there.
No. Yeah. You're right. You're not right. You're right. So there is 100% of Burton, Texas. The population is 359 white people.
Right,
Look up percentage. Look up percentage of white people in Burton, Texas. Look that up.
It's 100%. We don't gotta look this up.
Look it up. I want to see it.
It's Burton, Texas.
I want to see it.
White population.
Oh my goodness, man.
81.14%.
Not that bad for only 359 people.
What are you talking about?
There's
man?
314 white
It's like
people.
200. Right, exactly. 314 white people. It's only 359 people in the city, man.
62 black people.
Oh my God.
So I guess,
7 of 2 or more races. So they're probably half white, half black, to be real.
yeah, for sure.
No, this is Texas we talking about.
You're right.
You're right.
And then 4 of them are Asian. There are no Latinos in this.
Whoa. Burton, Texas is a Trump town
Yeah,
for sure.
100%.
But this is why I asked
And
this,
the black
right?
people were forced to be Trump.
So like when I
it's like
traveled,
Candace Owens and her family live in Burton, Texas. This week we're going to be doing a monthly review for the month of November. We're talking with Jeremy, Antoine, and Dorian.
an announcer man now has a seat of his own.
Dude.
Yeah, got a 4th seat for the announcer man.
Let's let announcer man get to his chair real quick.
All right. So I don't know if this was specifically a November thing, but you guys know that Germany is running ads about poor Americans the way we used to run ads about the Ethiopians.
Yeah, like for just $1 a day, you can feed this. Who
is?
Germany.
No.
Yeah, I seen that. There's a lot of countries actually running ads for poor American children right now.
That's crazy.
How much is the donations for these poor American children to feed them per day?
Pounds
Per day.
A couple pounds
Right,
feeds 10 kids a day at the Boys and Girls Club on 55th and Broadway.
I need to relax.
Sorry.
That's wild.
It's just, yeah.
I mean, we live in a third world country, man. Come on, man. Stop playing.
We've always
Right,
lived in a
but
third
like-
world country. But it's a scam. It's the same scam that we was pulling with the Ethiopian kids. Like, y'all got these cameras in their faces, right? And y'all not giving them no money.
Now they need you to give them the money to give them. They spent all their money to make the video to show you that it's a problem out here.
This is little Amanda. She is
This motherfuckers from
She's from
Ethiopia,
Boston.
man. They like, hey, man, it's not even like that over there. Like, this is just wild.
right. Like, are they trying to insinuate that food instability is that bad here? Like,
Yeah, that's what they're saying. They're saying that we live in food deserts.
I mean,
but that's a different term, though.
yeah,
like,
No, but they said that in the video.
I mean, but that's a real thing, though.
right.
I mean, it is.
We do.
Right.
A lot of motherfuckers do at least. Maybe not around here, but you know.
I mean, around here.
Yeah, around here, too.
I mean, there's places
There's
to get
way
fresh
more
food.
convenience stores than there are any kind of fresh food markets, man. Like, relax.
All the grocery stores close at 7 o'clock now.
Right. Like,
I
come
will
on,
give
man.
you that. I will give you that. But we got the West Side Market and shit here. Like, there's,
Nigga, if you live
Name
over
me a
here,
24-hour place where we can go and get some kind of fresh veggies or anything. Nigga.
okay, all right.
the
If you
24-hour
increase it
spots
to
got
24 hours, you're right. You ain't getting shit but
if
fast food at 24
you take
hours.
transportation out of the equation here,
Yeah.
If you live over here, you're in a food desert.
If you had to walk, the first place you're going to stop at is where? And the only place you're going to stop at is that little plaza up there. They got everything. They got tacos, pizza,
and Save-A-Lot.
Hey, that gas station, that corner store, they sell fruit now.
They have all the rejected food at Save-A-Lot from the good places. Food desert.
Yeah.
And the Europeans are trying to help us now.
No, they're not.
Well, the Nigerians in Europe are trying to help us. And themselves a little bit.
No,
they really rather probably be like, if feed 10 kids, they really probably feeding 2 kids.
Do you know how much it was though? Like that they're
I didn't see the ads. There was
because like I really want to know what the dollar amount per day is like, because I know it can't be $1 per day. Like they're not gonna be like,
it was some change like it was for when we was doing the
I think it's a couple bucks.
I doubt that.
For just $10 a day, you can.
Who's gonna donate that to us?
$10 a month.
You asking people in Germany to donate our kids, our privileged American kids, a couple bucks a day? They're not gonna fall for that. It's a scam, man. You got to try and get these niggas.
They are gonna fall for it.
This is Samantha. She hasn't seen an apple in her entire life.
Yeah, shit wild.
Samantha, how often have you eaten chicken nuggets?
Every day. It's my favorite food. Every day. We go to get the 4 for $4 from Wendy's. Mom says it's the best bang for our buck. Sometimes the lady has an extra Frosty by the window and Mom says, "Did you make an extra Frosty?" And they give it to us.
That's a wildly specific.
And this is a common occurrence. Astroworld happened this month.
Yes, it did.
Does anybody know the total dead on that one? Wasn't it 12 dead total? Or
I think it's at like 10. But earlier today, the family of the 9-year-old that died, they rejected Travis Scott's offer to pay for the funeral.
Racist.
Why is it racist?
I don't know. Why would you reject the offer?
Because why are you like, dude, you kind of got my kid killed. Like, I really don't want anything from you, man.
All I got to say about that, right, is there was way too many motherfuckers trying to blame Travis Scott directly when I'm not saying he don't got no culpability whatsoever, right? But Live Nation, nobody was like, yo, what the fuck, Live Nation? Like,
I mean, they probably don't catch the brunt of it, but they're getting sued too.
They are getting sued. You're right. But
so, I mean,
also there's like everybody said Travis Scott just didn't care, but there's videos of Travis Scott telling him, like, stopping the show and telling him to, like, pick people up and shit like that. So there's only so much you can do. He's gonna jump in the crowd.
You could.
He could also stop the show for a longer period of time.
Right.
Like, I'm not saying the man has no culpability.
Is there anybody else out there that might need help? Right. Say something. Like,
and at parts you can hear motherfuckers chanting like, "Stop the show!"
Right.
We are dying down here. It's wild. It's crazy.
It's pretty crazy.
But fucking, I think that overall, right? Speaking, like, Live Nation has way more to blame than motherfucking Travis Scott or any of the other, like, even any of the staff there. Like, they oversold those tickets. That was supposed to only be 25,000 people that were there, and they sold 50,000 fucking tickets. Like, all kinds of crazy bullshit that Travis Scott had no direct control over.
The staffing thing, though, like, they said that a lot of those security people they hired that day.
And they still didn't even have enough of them hired for, like, even hiring them that day. Like,
I mean, sure, you can't really blame the staff.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying the staffing.
Like, the staffing of they
the
didn't do it.
Doing the staffing didn't do it.
They didn't do enough to prepare for the, like there wasn't enough security. They didn't hire enough police. None of that shit. Like, they should have canceled that event after the fucking gates were stormed earlier in the day. You already knew shit was wild as fuck.
I mean, they knew shit was wild when they was talking to him before the shit was started. Like, hey man, like she can go crazy, man. But look, this isn't the first time. I mean, people haven't died at Travis Scott shows before, but this isn't the first time people were getting hurt and shit at Travis Scott show. Like, this is the type of shit that he encourages. So, I mean,
you're not wrong.
You have to take some kind of responsibility if this is the type of shit that you encourage. Like, at one show, he encouraged the whole crowd to beat up a nigga.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He also encouraged a kid to jump out of a tree at another show, right? Or was that same show? Or was that an Astro?
No, he did encourage a kid to jump out of a tree, and that kid did it, but then somebody else tried to do it and trying to get his attention the same way the other kid did and ended up paralyzed and shit.
That's crazy. That's wild.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Just saying. Like, why are you doing that? Like, getting his attention is not that deep, my dude.
It's not. You at the show already, man.
Enjoy the show.
You have paid him to perform for you.
Right.
You are not the performer here.
Out of tree.
Like, my dude, that was not smart.
Yeah, it was like a balcony or something, though. But still.
People always do dumb stuff at shows, though. Like that one dude a couple reviews ago, a couple months ago, he did a backflip at a rock show, went over the balcony and died. He's like the CEO of some fucking alcohol company.
You're wild, and if you're a CEO,
that's what I'm saying. Like, people just be doing dumb shit sometimes too.
Maybe it wasn't his first time doing a backflip.
It was officially 10 that died, by the way. Mm-hmm.
In all reality, it could have been way worse.
The most annoying part about that whole story
could have been way worse. Like, there were so many people that 100
like
people could have died.
Worse already. Like, whenever you ever heard of people dying,
10 people dying in a concert, pretty bad.
Right, that's bad.
Like that, and it sounds like there was like a mass shooting or something.
Right, and nobody was shooting. Like, come on, dude. If one person died if I'm performing and one person died, nigga, I'm gonna feel bad. That's as bad as it did. 10 people died.
Especially if you knew a couple of them were children and shit, like
that's pretty bad. Yeah.
You're gonna feel fucking bad about that for the rest of your life if you're a decent person. The most annoying part about that.
Do you think he can recover from that?
I almost guarantee he's gonna recover from that. I don't think there's such thing as that. I don't think that there's real consequences for people in life. For the most part, I think that almost everybody bounces back from anything that they say destroyed their career, except for normal people. Normal people, when they get their lives ruined, they get their lives really ruined. But like any celebrity or anything like that, that motherfucker Louis C.K. got nominated for a Grammy this year. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Not an album.
Hey. I'm just saying, motherfuckers were like, he's canceled, he's never coming back, and he got nominated for a Grammy this year. I don't think there's.
he just really wasn't canceled.
I mean, but the thing is, though, like, we don't nominate who goes into the Grammys. Like, they send their shit in.
I mean, you're right.
So,
you're right. and the motherfucker who
we don't vote for that shit either.
Is the president of the Grammys. He even said, he's like, we're not going to consider that kind of stuff. That's not what we do. So,
all right, so he might not even win.
He might not win.
Who's he up against?
You know, I don't know. I only know about his
name. You know, so he's gonna win.
It's the only.
So he's gonna win,
right? He's gonna win. Like they didn't even tell you who the other nominees were. They was like, "Hey, these other nominees don't matter. It's Louis C.K. He's funny and a pervert."
The craziest shit about that fucking whole Astro World shit was the motherfuckers that spawned from it, like all the conspiracy type people and shit. Like the motherfuckers were driving me crazy.
Did you guys see all the demonic subliminal messaging in the videos during the show? Like, dude, can y'all relax?
I seen this one girl. She was like trying to say that it was about the zodiac, right? And this is how we're moving into the age of Scorpio because. Like we were in the age of Aquarius beforehand, and this was a sacrifice to move us into the age of Scorpio.
What are you watching?
This was a Facebook post.
No, what are you watching,
I thought
man?
they took this stuff off.
You used to be talking shit to me. I'm done. I'm out of
He
it.
said, I'm done.
Hands up. Every time I hear some dumb shit now, I'm like, this is dumb as fuck.
Talking about the Illuminati shit?
Yeah, because now they just all sound dumb.
Oh, now they sound dumb.
Yeah, before
They were building cases before.
Before they had some better shit. Before they had some better shit, right? I was listening to some shit that Tay was listening to about the Alec Baldwin shit.
Oh, my God.
That happened November 2.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. He is culpable. 100%. He himself.
They said that he was sacrificing some people. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
Like, dude, this was a 45-minute video about how Alec Baldwin was sacrificing some niggas. That's why he set the
I just saw
whole
the
movie
headline
up.
on the video. I was like, I'm not encouraging this.
That is
not even gonna watch
the reason he's culpable is because he cut corners and fucking didn't hire union people and shit like that. Like, not because he was sacrificing people to.
Nah, he was sacrificing them. Straight up.
What would be the point of Alec Baldwin?
He
at
had
this
to wait
point in
until
his
the
career?
sun was aligned.
At this point in his career,
He had to wait till the sun.
most popular motherfuckers ever.
He had to wait till the sun was aligned.
Like, what was he trying to achieve in his career now?
Right. No, that's the real shit.
Now he's trying to become the greatest producer.
He's already a great producer. Well,
The greatest.
You know,
he's not the greatest.
I wouldn't even call him great. I take that word back. He's a producer.
I mean, he doesn't even know how to hire adequate people.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Well, that's more about saving money on the production.
Wait a minute. Was he the only producer that
He was not the only producer.
Right, so stop saying that he's the one that was responsible for hiring everybody.
He holds a substantial amount of
The reason why he was a producer on this is because they asked him to be part of the movie. He was like, I'll be part of the movie if you make me a producer. That's how that happens. That's how, because they have to attach his name to it somehow.
His production company was the ones that
You talked to
initiated
Alec?
it, from what I'm to understand, though.
You talk to Alec.
That's how,
You talk to Alec.
dude. I don't have to talk
You
to
talk
Alec.
to Alec?
I don't have to talk to Alec.
Yeah, you did.
No, I don't.
Because obviously you're on first name basis with Alec. And you're like, yo, Alec.
I never
What
even,
really happened?
I
You're
never
like-
even said his name.
He like,
I never even said the nigga name.
well, they asked me to be in the movie, so I was
Is
like,
this what
only if
Alec
I'm
Baldwin
producer.
sounds like to you?
That's what he sounds like now in the movie.
Okay.
All right. You know what?
I'm not an impressionist, all right?
You're trying to be!
Right. Don't try to do it.
I have to make two different voices so you know it's him and you know it's the other guy.
No. Wait a minute. Who's the other guy?
Yeah.
You and Alec.
Can I hear your Dorian impression, please?
Right.
You didn't hear it?
Which one was mine?
Yeah. I thought you were only speaking from Alec's perspective so far.
No,
be
he was
honest.
like, yo, Alec, what happened?
So Dorian was just your voice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Wait. I thought you was doing two different voices for the two
Damn, I'm
different-
doing my voice and then the Alec voice.
Which is
How
just
many
a deeper
voices you
Antoine
need?
voice.
Yes.
I mean, but you didn't sound like either. Okay, never mind.
I'm
So
not
Alec Baldwin killed one person and shot another person with
with
one
the same
bullet.
bullet.
On the movie Rust.
He got the same bullet that killed JFK.
Yo, he got the magic bullet.
Magic
Is that what
bullet.
you're saying?
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Also, just like, why were there live bullets there?
Apparently they use live bullets for some shots
No.
that like
But it doesn't make any sense.
Why? It's a movie.
You can use sound effects.
It's literally a movie. And blank still make sound.
and don't Blank's flash still too? Like don't they still do the muzzle flash?
It doesn't
Which
matter.
is,
It's
which
a
is
movie.
the only reason I could see.
Add it to the movie in post-production.
Well, yeah, we were
Why
trying
are
to save
you
a couple
using-
bucks, sir. Okay.
Why are you using live rounds, though, at a movie set? It just doesn't make sense. Or a real gun. Just use a fake gun. Alec Baldwin, come on the podcast. Explain yourself. Come on, Alec.
Oh, now you on the first name basis?
You're so cool with Dorian.
Oh my god.
Dorian already talked to you on the phone last week.
I did.
He was giving him emotional support.
I was.
Emotional support for Alec Baldwin.
That's what I do, man. I give people emotional support, man.
Dorian's a soothsayer.
So,
No, I'm just a mystic, man.
That's kind of what a soothsayer is. I'm pretty sure those are
I never heard of that, okay?
All right. Well, now you got a new word.
Don't call me stuff I never heard of. I get offended easy.
The boy Fauci dropped some news for the people.
Oh, yeah, what did the boy Fauci drop?
The boy Fauci said, COVID's forever. No eradicating COVID. He said we just gonna have to live with the COVID. So if y'all didn't hear that,
I want Fauci to develop a rap persona, young boy Fauci.
No, it's the boy Fauci. He ain't young.
Y'all need to relax.
Disrespect that man like that. He did say that though. He said that once it gets to 10,000 cases a day, everything can go back to normal.
What?
Yep.
How does that make sense?
Because he said we ain't beating COVID. He said, you niggas is dumb. We ain't beating COVID because y'all niggas is dumb. So once it gets back down to 10,000 cases a day.
Right. Now y'all can.
What do we have right now is the question.
80.
Okay.
80,000.
Okay. I thought you were saying.
Which he said, this is unacceptable. Because really he's like, fuck it. But he's like, I can't really just say fuck it. So I got to be like.
I mean, pretty much. What you supposed to do?
He's like, we at 80 right now.
He basically said, hey man, I tried. I told y'all niggas. And y'all said, nah, fuck me. I'll listen to everybody else. I'll listen to Donald Trump and Joe Rogan and shit.
I'll take ivermectin. Right. I'll be fine.
Like, and now we're just stuck with it now, guys.
Yeah, COVID forever. So that is the question, like, are they even going to let niggas travel from country to country now?
Yeah, they talked about doing...
You got to have the vaccine passport. So eventually it's going to get to the point where you got to have, like, you got to be up to date on all 53 of your fucking boosters.
Like, yeah, you didn't get any of your boosters, so you need 53 more shots before you can leave. Like, ooh, you bitch. Shoot me up. 53 boosters at one time. First patient, bam, dead.
You're actually
too much.
You will become COVID at that point.
Too much COVID in you at one time.
You'll become the first COVID-based superhero.
Everything you touch just gets sick. Like,
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're actually a super villain, but still, you're the first COVID-based superpower.
You just snap people's taste and smell away.
No, it's not even a snap. It's anytime you enter their area, they lose, like, if you're in a 10-foot radius.
Radiating it?
Yeah, if you're 10-foot radius.
COVID?
Your 10-foot radius, you're not going to.
Just walk through airports, that's all you ever do?
Have. Big Pharma actually just pays you to hang out.
You're the COVID mascot now for all the fucking vaccines and booster shots.
If you even
we have the COVID man himself. Say it ain't real now.
Don't get within 10 feet of him. You'll lose your sight, smell, and taste.
Sight, smell, and taste? God damn. That nigga is the ultra variant.
Yeah,
this version of COVID makes you teethless. Looks like somebody punched you right in the mouth in 48 hours. All your teeth gone. Sight gone. Can't smell. Taste. Dead.
Jeff Bezos gave an interview this month where he was talking about how in the future we're all going to live on space stations and that the Earth will be a resort that only a few people will be allowed to inhabit.
Why you love this guy so much?
I don't love this guy. We got to talk about the crazy megalomaniac.
Yeah,
we don't have to talk about it.
I never really cared about what Jeff Bezos was saying until you just said that, and now this nigga needs to die.
Like,
Somebody needs to poison this nigga before he tries to send us all to space, and then only let some people come down to Earth.
yeah.
He needs people to work on Earth for those people that's coming down.
No, because he's going to build. The first thing he's building in space is a factory.
Yeah. And the drones are going to go directly from factory.
He's like, I don't have to pay any emission taxes if I'm above the ozone, do I?
Literally.
I am literally above the ozone. Emission tax this dick.
So we're just going to start fucking up space then?
I mean, Jeff Bezos is, until the aliens come through and start shooting niggas down. And then he's going to be like, well, at least we're on the Earth resort while they're getting shot down up in space. It's going to be horrible.
Meanwhile, all the regular people.
So I know what I'm doing now. Training. Like somebody from, what was that movie with the assassins? How dare they? What was that movie with the assassins?
Looper?
Wanted.
Okay.
Where they curve the bullet.
Yeah.
So when I'm getting on that spaceship, I'm going to be like, Jeff Bezos going to be way over there on stage like, it's all right, guys. This is for the greater good of humanity. I'm like, boom! Shot to his dome. I'm the greatest person ever. Magic bullet. Jeff Bezos dead. Saved people from going to live on space stations. Fuck you, Jeff Bezos.
All right, both of y'all just need to relax.
You want to go live on the space station?
You're going to relax your ass to the space station.
Mr. Dorian, I don't care where I live as long as I can perform for the people. And they'll be out there. You'll be the most famous nigga on the space station, huh? Face plastered all over the walls and ceilings.
Trading your money for air.
No billboards. Oh, you don't have to work in the factory because you out here just performing at lunch.
For the factory goers.
And then they pick up your work so you can still be creative. Because what else they gonna live for?
What y'all gonna be doing?
Managing the performances.
Y'all gonna be dead.
Well, yeah, I'm magic bulleting. You're gonna be making rap songs about me and how
you're gonna magic bullet that shit right into your own head because they're gonna see that shit coming from. It's the future, nigga. Watch it happen 10 years ago. Like, stop.
I'm bringing it back. They're never gonna see it coming when I bring it back.
What's going on?
Never gonna see it coming.
They're gonna see it coming. You're gonna be like, what the fuck is this nigga trying to do again?
I'm gonna have my invisible
They're abducting
cloak.
me before this even starts.
What?
No, they're
Based
not.
off of the memes, they're gonna get me.
They're not gonna abduct
Disappear
you for
me.
what?
Disappear me. That's why.
Disappear
I'm
you for
organize the
what?
masses
What are you organizing?
against Jeff Bezos.
What are you organizing?
The masses.
What masses? It's two of us
When they
here.
start winding, gathering us all up. All right.
Hey, listen, man, you can't even organize a fourth person into this room, dude. You ain't organizing no fucking
Fuck.
You ain't organizing no fucking masses. They're not coming for
All right,
you.
there's a fourth next
All right,
week.
they're not
I
coming for
guarantee
you.
it.
I mean, you're gonna be the dude locked in your house with your guns all strapped to you. Like, all right, they're gonna come any minute. No
His guns are strapped to him, though. He can't even hold them in a usable manner. They're just wrapped around him.
I gotta duct tape my back, fucking John McClane style.
And they all just running right by your house, going to your neighbor because they eating people and shit. Just saying, sometimes your neighbors eat people. Kyle Rittenhouse was found not guilty.
Yep. Mm-hmm. After the most frustrating trial ever, that motherfucker. The judge was
how
like,
did you not know they weren't going to, like,
yo,
at the beginning,
it's the most.
They literally said you can't call them
you
victims.
can't call them victims. As soon as they said that, I don't need to see or hear anything else.
Literally
Trial over.
Like, the trial is, the judge said that.
How
The
like,
judge said that.
I don't get.
I don't get how it's not a mistrial, but
Literally, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Like,
the other dude literally
Basically
had
picking the jury themselves.
the other dude literally had neo-Nazis at his door. Like, you better say you never shot at him until, or he never shot at you until you was about to shoot him, or you gonna be suicided. Then he was like, okay, no suicide me. Then he went in and said that.
that was
It's wild.
Didn't Ahmaud Arbery's killers get convicted though.
All found guilty. Yep.
That is good.
All charges.
I mean, that's what happens when you chase people down
And murder them. Yeah. That's what should have happened to Kyle too. But
basically what. I came from a different state.
literally. And then people were like,
talk about dark tourism.
I literally, like, people were like, oh, that's his dad's town. I'm like, okay, was he in front of his dad's house or his dad's business?
Somebody was like,
no,
there was that dumbass post that was like, I didn't know before the trial that he was at his grandparents' gas station. I didn't know before the trial that this other guy traveled there too. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. This nigga was shooting people with a fucking AR fucking 15, whatever he had, that wasn't even his, in the street, because he was getting beat up for trying to be a security guard.
I seen a lawyer break down the situation, like, with, like, the legality of it, right? And he's like, technically speaking, essentially, all of the people that were there, once fighting started, all could have claimed self-defense. So it was the last one alive is innocent situation. Like, because the guys that were attacking him after he shot the first person, right? They could claim self-defense because, you know, he's actively shooting people. So had one of them murdered Kyle Rittenhouse, this lawyer thought that he would have gotten off too.
If he was black, nah.
Yeah, that's goes without saying. He would have been shot that night. Yes.
When he walked towards the police with an assault rifle, he would have been shot. Dead. Shot dead. Not like shot to incapacitate. Shot dead. Mm-hmm. So many bullets would have flew. They would have reloaded.
Mm-hmm. Especially
They'd
that summer.
like, he still got it in his hand.
Especially that summer. Like that summer they were fucking wilding. Like they were abusing everybody. They were like, mask off, bitch, we're a police state. Like
I mean, it's still like that.
I mean, yeah, but they put the mask back on at least. They're not trying to shove it in their face every day anymore.
I mean, they are. They were like, if you're there on the police side, you're allowed to murder as well. On the police side.
Yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
There was air quotes on that. Which is wild. Because if it's not if the police, they showed it with the Ahmaud Arbery shit. If it's not a fucking police riot and the police aren't there trying to defuse the situation when you murder, and you're just murdering a neighborhood.
Well, okay, so I was seeing a bunch of shit that, like, the Ahmaud Arbery shit, right? Like,
they had a real judge and not like the fixed
not only that.
CNN judge or whatever, the Fox judge.
There was the Fox judge.
This motherfucker's taking Fox news breaks and shit during Mitch
McConnell's handpicked judge.
He's like, Tucker Carlson's coming out. We gotta pause this. My DVR broke.
I don't got a TiVo anymore. The Ahmaud Arbery case, though, they were saying that, like, they were dragging their feet on that as well. Like, fucking before the public got a hold of the video, like, they weren't trying to prosecute those men at first.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, no, they weren't. I mean, that's
not real justice either.
I mean, but there's video of Kyle Rittenhouse killing motherfuckers.
I mean, true. Okay.
Like, it came out the fucking day after he did it.
You're right.
Videos.
You're right.
And everybody like, damn, that nigga going to prison.
And he didn't go to prison.
He didn't.
No. Yeah.
You're right. Wow. You're right.
Actually, he was out on bond.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking pictures.
Yeah.
With the OK symbol, the whole 9 yards.
Drinking beer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
At 17.
Minor.
Yeah.
Hey, I will say, after he got acquitted.
Like, if he was black, he would have got charged with that, too. Like, oh, yeah, and we seen them pictures of you drinking beer, underage drinking.
Like, they can't even charge him with jaywalking or nothing.
Right. Cleared on all counts.
Nothing. Not a single charge.
Not a single damn charge for that boy.
I will say it is funny as fuck that right after he got acquitted, Tucker Carlson invites him on his show. And then he goes, yeah, I support Black Lives Matter. I was like, you are wild.
I mean, what was you supposed to say?
It's a part of the narrative, man.
Right. What was he supposed to say on Tucker Carlson's show, who doesn't think that people like him would support BLM and shit?
Right. I would expect him to do the same thing that everybody who goes on Tucker Carlson does and do dog whistles to get the support of the extreme far right.
Okay, what do you think the people that are like Kyle Rittenhouse are going to start saying now?
Okay.
All right, then.
Trying to make him look like the good guy.
Right.
Like they're trying to change his villain persona so he could be the next Tucker Carlson. He's going to be on Fox.
Oh, no. That's without a doubt. That's that kid's life from now on. He's going to become a right-wing like personality. Almost definitely.
Yeah, that's why they let him off. They were like, oh, this is too good of an opportunity.
Not even he's going to be more of a mascot. They don't use him as an example for things now.
Carry your gun and be like Kyle.
Yeah.
Diffuse any situation you see. This is a stand your ground state.
They're going to bring him out at rallies and shit.
Trump's gonna be like, my main man, Kyle Rittenhouse. Like, dude, what are you doing, Trump?
For real.
And Kyle for vice president because
2024.
He's not even old enough to be vice president.
it doesn't matter. You're old enough to murder. You're old enough to be vice president.
Is there an age stipulation on vice president?
Yeah,
I thought only president.
Probably is on
I'm
vice
sure
president too, because you got to take over as president.
I guess you're right.
I think it's like other shit like Congress and all that type of shit. It's not really an age for that.
Yeah, there's definitely not one for Congress.
Yeah.
No, it's just a lifetime job.
Right. Start young. Hey, I've been in politics for 78 years. Like,
oh, must be nice. There was actually a mass shooting today. In Michigan at a high school. I think it was like 6 people injured, 3 people killed.
Oxford school shooting.
Yep.
3 teenagers dead and at least 8 others wounded. That is a fucking lot of people shot.
I think there was another one this month too.
In Texas?
Yeah. No, sure. We covered that last month. 100%.
No, but I still think it was another one. Though.
Oh, I mean,
come on.
Maybe. Yeah. I'm just talking about that one in Texas.
El Chapo's wife got sentenced to 3 years for drug trafficking.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So she got off real nicely.
Yeah, she did. She was looking at like maybe 25.
That is a pretty nice getting off.
Right. For who you are and shit. And what people know about you. That's a good ass lawyer right there.
That is a damn good lawyer.
A little lighter news right there, you know. And the UFC is trying to put on the first kids fight with
all right. You know what?
The Hasabula kid. You know what I'm talking about?
No,
these kids.
Oh, okay, yeah. Uh-huh.
The kids that are always beefing online. Dana White.
There's something that feels wrong about that to me.
Oh yeah, definitely something that's wrong.
Children.
Yeah. Gladiator children doesn't sound good.
Just UFC and kids just don't go well together. Right. Like,
do they stop it when they start bleeding? Or?
Right,
do they get to choke each other out on the way?
Like, I don't want to see a kid
like kill his brain cells before he even has them all developed. Start taking some of them hoes out. Like, yeah, this brain cell permanently out when I choke you out this time. That was announced though this month, November 20th. It said that the kid's dad is not gonna.
That sounds like it's an Onion article on some real shit, right? Like,
they said that the kid, the more famous kid, his dad is really protective of him, obviously.
Yeah, so protective.
That he's not gonna let it happen. But Dana White is trying his hardest to put them on probably like UFC 273 or something.
Yo, could you imagine that they're the opening fight for Conor McGregor or like whoever the fuck?
No, they're a main event. They're already bringing in millions. They're a main event. Also,
Ultimate
Jake Paul
Kids
got
Fighting
called
League.
out. Jake Paul got called out by the person he's about to fight about how he paid off all the UFC fighters that he's already fought. And put weird shit in the contracts, so like where you can't lose and shit. And I was like, I'm about to beat your ass.
Oh, so this dude's gonna break the contract and fucking...
Well, no, that's not in his contract.
Oh.
Because this is a real, like, he's a boxer. So this is a boxer on boxer match.
Oh, this is like an official boxing match.
This is Tyson Fury's little brother.
How do you know this isn't just part of the whole show? Nigga?
It might be. He might have paid him even more.
Right.
But like,
hey,
okay.
man, do this for me real quick.
So there is a difference between like officially regulated boxing and like whatever the fuck Jake Paul's doing, right? Like, or am I dumb?
No, Jake Paul had officially regulated boxing matches before his match.
Yeah.
Like there was championship fights before his fight. It was a Showtime pay-per-view. They ain't putting on no fake boxing shit. Showtime is known for boxing.
Right. So then how do those like does he have a legitimate boxing record then? Like
I don't think so. I think these are like exhibition matches. Like his match is an exhibition. The matches before his match, real fights.
Exhibition matches.
So he's like funding the stuff for them to be able to do the real fights there.
Yeah.
And then just doing his shit afterwards.
Right.
Gotcha.
I mean, because his shit is really just to draw the crowd. That's why his name is attached to it. To draw the crowd for the actual legitimate boxers that might perform.
Which over the years has been getting way less viewers. That's a fact. So I mean,
he's drawing the crowd.
Right.
They sold the fucking Rocket Mortgage Field Arena.
So this guy that he's about to fight now, is this going to be an exhibition again, or is this going to be...
that's going to be an actual fight. Not an exhibition.
Interesting.
Jake Paul gonna beat that ass.
Hopefully. Because if he does, good for the city. Anything that's good for the city, I'm with it. Hope Jake Paul beats this dude up.
Is it here?
Why is Jake Paul winning a fight good for the city?
Because he's from the city.
The fuck does that mean?
Yeah, right. No, that's the real shit. He's not even from this city. Like,
LeBron playing
from like Athens, I thought.
For the Lakers doesn't do shit for us.
I mean, like when LeBron won and he was with the city.
That was when he was here.
I guess Jake Paul has moved out.
He's not bringing any money here for that fight. No, nobody's gonna watch that fight. Oh, he won. I'm about to go visit Cleveland.
He brought some money to Cleveland though.
When he had a fight here.
Was his last fight, yeah.
Right, he had to fight here though.
So for doing that, I hope he wins his next fight. Because there was hella niggas here for that fight.
Well, bring hella niggas again for your city.
I mean, they're not gonna he's not gonna be able to keep throwing in the same spot.
Why not?
I mean, you could.
It's his name attached. He's the one making the contracts for this shit.
When you fun things,
right?
You do have a certain amount of decision making there.
I mean, he's not funding the whole thing. Like the people that funded the fight was Showtime.
Okay, but I'm sure Showtime would be like, "Hey, where do you want to do this? Oh, I'm going to do this here every time."
They did that one time.
One time.
Do it every time.
Why not?
Why would they?
Make this a hub for it.
Right.
Yeah. 100%.
Make Cleveland the city for boxing. Like, what the fuck? There's a lot of boxers here.
I mean, they'll probably come back. They're just not going to do it here every time.
Gas prices has been up crazy. And then Joe Biden released a bunch of our oil reserves and hoping that it would make the price go down. And then it dipped down for like an hour and shot right back up. And now we don't have any reserves. Well, we still have some reserves, but the majority of our reserves are gone.
So how long before y'all think pandemonium is just going to erupt in this country? When the food shortage continues.
Yeah, right. Well, clearly we're getting closer because the other countries are making fucking videos about us, like talking about our food deserts and shit.
And then China just say, yo, if you like not vaccinated or some shit, you have to take off for 7 weeks before you can start back doing the delivery shits. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you have to quarantine for like 7 weeks now. And in order for you to go back to work. So that's going to slow down shipping even more.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Cool.
Oh, Joe Biden's approval rating is also currently at 38%.
I mean, guys, look, here's the thing about Joe Biden. He did not want to be president. He did not want to run for president. He only ran because we forced him to run for president against Donald Trump because he was the only person that could win. Everybody said the same.
I think Bernie would have won.
Joe Biden ran for president several times before this.
Before that, and lost every time.
Yeah. He was like, it's my turn, Sonny.
Look, he looks at himself the same way we look at him. Like, nigga, I'm old now. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it. I'm not Donald Trump. I'm not trying to be this old, trying to run a country.
I don't know what people were expecting this dude to do, man. I've been saying this since before he was even elected.
I mean, yeah.
Shit ain't about to change. It might get worse. It might stay the same. It might get a little better.
He has literally been in government so long that he's been a part of fucking like the 1994 fucking crime bill, like all the shit that has led us to this fucking moment where like we're at fucking. He's been a part of it fucking for the last like 50 years,
and he hasn't changed his stance.
Right. No. He says he's changed his stance on some things, but he hasn't.
Oh, your boy Zuck.
He has to appeal to the Democrats, so.
True.
The boy Zuck dropped some new technology.
What did he drop?
Gloves that allow you to feel in virtual reality.
See.
Getting close to what you want here. Getting close to what you want.
It's still me awake.
But you can feel what's going on.
Yeah, right.
That's weird. Like, why?
How real is it going to feel? Like, that's what I want to know.
I mean, the glove looks pretty intense.
Yeah, that does look like it's got a lot of nerve endings on that glove. I will say that. I will say that. It does look like...
Look how happy you are. You're like, shit.
There's some things happening in that glove that I don't understand, but I'm sure it'll make you tingle or something.
Yes, once it straps to your hand forever.
Makes you work. Yeah. Zuck is now controlling your fingers.
He like breaks your hand so you can have better control of your shit.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. We will be blessed by Zuck. He will invite us directly into the inner sanctum of the metaverse.
Dick.
What? I'm not on Zuck's dick.
You're on Zuck's dick right now.
It does sound like it.
I mean, no, you were holding it.
In your mouth.
Hands
we're going to be invited. All right.
Hands on his balls, shaft in the mouth.
Finger in the butt.
He gave me $300 last month, and I'm real about Facebook right
now. Finger in the butt. Still trying to tell him how much you love him.
And y'all got any other news?
You got anything else for Zuck?
I didn't have no Zuck news. You were the one who brought the Zuck news, motherfucker.
A young Dolph got killed getting cookies for his mom.
That is a sad statement.
Young Dolph did get killed getting cookies for his mom.
Yeah.
That was preceded by 2 more shootouts in Memphis going into a war.
No, they found the dude.
Does anybody know why Young Dolph was killed?
They found the dude like the next day.
They already caught him?
Somebody caught him.
Oh. Gotcha.
They shot up.
He was not caught. He was caught.
They shot up Yo Gotti's mom's restaurant right after. They shot up...
I don't think that was true. I think that was just rumors.
Rumors?
Yeah.
Well, I know I seen it live the other day.
The internet is going to internet when shit happens, man.
Not wrong about that one.
I seen it live where they were talking about how Memphis is going crazy right now.
I mean, they are going crazy.
People shooting everywhere.
They are going crazy, but they was sliding for Young Dolph. There wasn't nobody, like, it was motherfuckers that was upset about Young Dolph being killed, and they was going after motherfuckers. Yeah. Like I said, they found the motherfucker the next day off of Instagram. Because the same car was in like a music video and it showed like the corner of a house and motherfuckers recognized the house.
If you're going to murder people, don't put your cars in music videos.
Especially if it's a car that people can easily point out. Like it was like a Benz or something, like a nice Benz or some shit.
Yeah,
that motherfucker rolled up in the green and yellow Cadillac and shot him. Like, what?
Yeah.
They did pull up in a Benz.
Yeah.
Just hopped out with the Draco.
Shit crazy, man.
Shot him through the window.
That's wild as fuck. So they shot him in the cookie store?
He never walked back out of the cookie store. That did happen. A lot of motherfuckers shooting shit this month. I don't know what's going on with motherfuckers.
Just a typical American month.
Yeah.
Like he's talking about.
The Browns are on a steep decline.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, steep decline. They suck now. They went from being like supposedly a Super Bowl team to just sucking ass balls. Baker Mayfield sucks. That's what it is.
Odell left.
Odell's gone because we released him. We didn't trade him or anything. They just released him.
Right, like, hey, man, you can go.
Yeah.
That's what?
Wild, right?
I mean, but he didn't want to be here anyway.
I mean, but like, this is still a game. Like, they got to use him as a piece that he is.
It is. If he don't want to be, he going to play like he don't want to be
But
here.
I mean, trade the nigga. You can get something
you heard
for
what
him.
he said when he wanted to leave. He was like, hey, man, if y'all not any kind of contenders for the championship, don't even look my way.
I mean,
like, don't even look my way.
trade him. That's what I'm saying. Trade him.
For what?
For something. For
Anything.
something. We got nothing. We just gave him away for nothing.
Y'all will be fine.
No.
I didn't know that contracts expired in the middle of the season like
They
this.
didn't expire. They fucking released
They
him.
released him. They came to an understanding like, hey, you don't want to be here. You can go, man.
Oh.
I mean, it's probably a lot of fighting behind the scenes.
Yeah. It probably wasn't as smooth as that.
Right.
But they released him.
Right.
He was like, yo, fuck
He was
your
really just
bitch
here to
ass
hang
team.
out with his friend. I forget who his friend is.
Landry.
Yeah. He was just here to hang out with him. Like, I'll kick it in Cleveland, get cold for a little bit. As soon as it got cold, he was like, hey, man, let me go.
I don't like this shit.
It's too cold up here, man. I gotta go.
They denied Dave Chappelle putting his movie in theaters, so he threw a tour to show his movie.
Yeah, for the month. And it was nice.
Yep. Came. We brought friends to a couple different places. Did a little stand-up.
Brought out Bone Thugs and Harmony.
What movie did he put out?
It was
It's a documentary. About COVID.
Oh,
It was
okay.
not about COVID.
It's pretty much about COVID.
It was about how
COVID affected shit.
it's about that and how he was able to even still put on a show during COVID and how he did put on a show during COVID.
So it's about COVID.
All right, man. If that's all you got out of it, then all right, man.
I mean, that's what the thing is about.
Okay. Like I said, if that's what you got out of it, that's what you got out of it, man.
That was cool. What else happened?
I think we're going to be moving into predictions then, boys. We've
Drake and Kanye cool again.
They had a sit down.
Yeah, Jay Prince got involved. Jay Prince made Kanye do a hostage video like, hey, Drake, you know, it's for like, hey, Drake, I want to have a sit down with you.
Are these motherfuckers the mafia?
You don't know who Jay Prince is?
I don't know who Jay Prince
You
is.
need to look up Jay Prince. Just his voice alone. Because the way he talk and the shit that he says, is like, oh, okay. You mean serious business. It was a comedian, Roy Wood Jr.
Uh-huh.
He used to do prank calls and shit.
Uh-huh.
And these two guys that worked for Jay Prince told him to call Jay Prince and prank call him. And he did. And the only thing Jay Prince said to him after he like tried to do the joke or whatever, he was like, hey man, where you at? And then he said something to him. He's like, yeah, I'm over here such and such. He's like, oh yeah, I know exactly where you at. Told his driver to turn around right on the phone and everything. Like, yeah, I'm like, all right. Yeah.
Do you have a final story?
I can't remember if it was this month or not, so. Nope.
Predictions then. Because I've exhausted all four of mine. Mm-hmm.
Predictions.
I predict that this month a study is going to get released about energy drinks and their effect on your adrenal gland.
Oh God. Some more Alex Jones videos.
And we're going to learn that
You're going to be a special guest on
they
Infowars.com.
are superpower inducing substances inside of energy drinks. So if you drink a lot of energy drinks, you're in for a good month next month. You're going to develop a superpower randomly. Congratulations to you.
Is that what you think is going to happen with the energy drinks?
Yes.
The superpower.
The adrenal gland is going to activate.
Where's the adrenal gland?
It's at the top of your kidneys.
Sure about that? You go look it up now?
I'm going to go look it up for you. I'm going to pull up the diagram.
Any answer that fast.
Right. Just the top of your kidneys.
Adrenal glands, also known as suprarenal glands, are small triangle-shaped glands on top of both kidneys. Adrenal glands produce hormones that regulate your metabolism, immune system, blood pressure, response to stress, and other essential functions.
How are y'all, like, knowing that now? How are y'all just okay just drinking as many?
Because they're going to give me superpowers, as I just predicted.
All right.
Well, I was trying to stay in the dark about that, and now I know that, so that sucks. But
she was just cool with it all.
Just ignoring it. Yeah. Antoine's a firm believer if I close my eyes hard enough, it's not there.
true.
Yeah, you gonna feel it though.
And I'm going back in. Biden's gonna die.
My fucking God.
He's gonna die from Kamala poisoning him. Once Kamala poisons him, she's gonna throw the world into martial law until we all agree to repeal all the laws against the police. And then we're gonna come back right into a police state.
An even better police state. Because we still have a police state already, but
Not like what they want. No cameras.
Oh, you're talking about back in the day, like in the 90s and shit.
Like, get your ass beat and nobody knows what happened.
you're not even allowed to film us,
not even that.
motherfucker.
You're talking about like 60s, 70s. Just say you want racism to be open again.
What?
Racism. You want racism to be open again.
Does need to be open again. Like, if you racist, just tell me. So we know how this is about to go.
Dude, you know who's racist and who's not. Just
Nah, because I be telling my girl, like, they racist. She'd be like, how you know? How you know? Like, I can smell it. Smell the racism.
All right, you're wilding on that one.
You can smell racism.
I don't know if you can smell it. But you can hear it. I hear it in the microaggressions.
You can smell it.
What does it smell like?
Racism.
What does racism smell like? Like,
It smells like
What's the
racism.
closest scent to racism?
like I've never smelled racism before. I want
Like,
you
does
to tell me
racism
what
smell
it
like
smells
pine cones?
No, pine cones are
Rotten
beautiful.
meat? Eggs?
Smells
Egg
like
farts?
smells like wet dog and Lucky Strikes.
That's just white people in general, even the not racist ones.
That's wild.
That's
I don't smell like wet dog. All right. You're
But
fucking
you never
tripping.
smelled yourself, though.
I do smell myself regularly.
No. I'm talking like
You're nose blind to your own
right.
self.
You're not nose blind in your own sense.
You've never smelled
Get
yourself.
right.
You never smelled
Get
yourself
right.
coming out the rain. No, people smell the same when they come out the rain.
That is, you're fucking tripping, dude.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I dated a
White
white girl.
people-
Her whole family smelled the same.
Not
when
white
they was in
people,
the rain.
racist
You
people.
dated a dirty person with a dirty family.
They
If they
smell
all
like-
smelled like wet dog.
No, they.
Yes, no, that is it. You dated
No,
a dirty person.
she-
It's all
she
right.
was clean.
It's all right. It's cool if
She
you
was
dated a dirty person. It's fine. It's okay, Dorian. It's okay.
You can't be upset that white people smell
No,
like
we don't
wet
smell like white dog. It's being racist, dude. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
Racism smells like potato salad with raisins in it.
What does that smell like? Come on, dude.
Potato
Relax.
salad with raisins in it?
What smell does raisins have?
Right, like, stop it, man.
I mean, you just said a whole family smelled like wet dogs.
Okay.
That's as close as saying racism smells like potato salad with raisins in it.
That's so
Same thing.
Potato salad with raisins and it smells like wet dogs.
Smells like racism. You asked me what smells close to racism. I told you. You don't like it? Go smell racism for yourself. Next time racism pulls up on you, smell it. Tell me what you smell.
I think you were onto it with the Lucky Stripes for sure.
Lucky Stripes and PBR.
Yeah.
That's what racism smells like.
That's what it looks like. If you see a bunch of PBR cans just sitting around.
Well, you got a small chance that they're going to be like some crust punk type people that they're usually pretty progressive.
I don't even know what crust punk is, so that is progressive.
It's like
that's progressive.
Crust punk? What is that?
What makes it progressive?
Tell me what it is.
What makes it progressive?
Tell me what it is.
I don't know what it is.
That's
but
why it's
what
progressive.
Makes it progressive? That's not why it's progressive.
Hey, no, your argument is flawed here because there's definitely some racist shit we don't know about. That's not progressive.
It's not crust punk.
How do you know?
Not crust punk.
What is crust punk?
Crust punk is like the kind of like punk rock people that are intentionally like kind of dirty and like they take in like
that's grunge.
Well, it's like the same shit, but grunge is a little bit different, right? Grunge is more like black metal, whereas crust punk is like more like upper beat fucking kind of rock people, and like they usually have more colors to them than the grunge people would.
Like color? What do you mean?
Like they would wear things like for example, a
they
grunge.
wear more colorful clothes.
Yes, as opposed to just like black.
Wait, who wears black?
Grunge people.
No, they don't.
I thought grunge people wear like all black type shit.
They wear olive green.
I'm about to
They
look
wear
up.
flannel.
Okay, you're right. You're
What
right.
are you talking about?
But they usually have like black band tees and shit on like that underneath the flannels. Like, but I'm thinking more
You
denim.
can't see that.
But that's a colorful shirt, a flannel. How much more color you want? The shit to be bright as fuck. Red, blue, green.
All right, so
Dirty.
if you just search grunge punk, these are the first picture that pops up.
No, crust punk, dude. We don't care about grunge punk.
Well, we're talking about grunge first in comparison to crust.
That was a picture from fucking Clerks.
That was not a picture of Clarence.
Look like
And this is what you pop up when you crust punk.
Flannel.
Flannel.
I can't really see him.
Yeah. We need a better setup for that. We need to hook that TV up to the laptop
Yeah, and like put it like up here.
so then everybody can see. So when you're lying, we know. And then you could post the score up there so then we could see that. Oh, yeah. So anyways, prediction is that happens and then that happens and then that happens.
I can't wait until Joe Biden's not president anymore and you stop making this prediction.
Well, I have to have the prediction come true.
Why?
And I switched it up last week.
You did switch it up last month.
So stop hating for I do it every week because I can do it every week.
Month, nigga, month.
I'll make a prediction every fucking week.
But you don't.
I will.
No, you won't.
I will.
You're gonna forget.
I won't.
Your prediction did
And this
remind
one
me
changed.
of some conspiracy
It
news.
doesn't matter. It's always Joe Biden dying and Kamala becoming president, and which almost happened because she was president for a little bit.
The right wing this month came out and said that they're going to try to replace Kamala since, their prediction of them trying to replace Joe Biden hasn't been coming true. They're trying to say that they're looking for a way to replace Kamala without an election because she's been doing something wrong. That's right wing news.
Also, right wing news. Got something for you here.
Okay.
Trump put out a test for all of his followers to take to show if they're extremists or not.
And they all are.
And did you see that where they went through and asked him the questions on it?
Nah, they're not. I just know that the answer is going to be that they're all extremists because
I think
they
it's
are.
Jordan Kelper he went through. And he was asking them all like questions off of the test.
Jordan Kelper is one of the people from
Klepper from Noah's.
Yeah, he's from The Daily Show, right? Okay.
And he was asking them all questions off of the thing, and they were answering. It was like some shit like, "I'm okay with all religions." And the lady was like, "Yeah, I'm okay with all religions." So he was like, "All right, so you're cool with Christianity?" She was like, "Yeah." He was like, Judaism? He's like, yeah. He was like, Muslim? She was like, hell no. He was like, well.
Then you're not okay with all religions.
Yeah, then you're not okay with all religions. Then the one was like, Hillary Clinton as president. That's the question. And then the lady was like, hell no, a woman couldn't be a president at all. And they were like, yo, he was like, well, why not? It's like, cause she's gonna have mood swings and start a war like this, like in a drop of a dime. Then he was like, well, hasn't a man started every war so far? She was like, yeah. He's like, so what? Like, dude, what the hell does it matter with these people? Well, yeah, they're all extremists.
You know what's wrong with them?
The one dude was like, yeah, we treat women well. And on his shirt, it said some shit.
Oh, I've seen that video. I've seen that video.
It's that. I was like, dude. Wild.
What's your prediction this month?
They're going to announce the official food shortage next month.
They're going to come out with an official announcement for it?
Yep, state of emergency before the year ends.
Damn, state of emergency?
Yep. I mean, what do you think a food shortage is, nigga?
You're not wrong. At the point where they start rationing things, it's a state of emergency.
That'll suck.
It would.
Is this going to happen before Christmas then? Is it going to be, there's going to be no Christmas dinner?
No, they're going to all rush out and get there and be fighting over their Christmas dinner.
Oh, yeah. They're going to fight over the hams.
Honey baked hams are going to be like $350.
I mean, understand when the food shortage actually starts, that's what's going to happen.
It got way lighter in here, right? Like darker, right? Like
you said lighter and then darker.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened now.
did anybody see a change in light? Is the question.
Nah.
Okay.
I must have blinked when it happened.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. I think it looks the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it still look different to you?
It's still, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is it brighter or darker?
It's okay. So like it
So now
brightened
I
and then like got dark. And then I started looking around all crazy.
You did start looking around all crazy. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in them headphones? Because that's the only difference here. The only variable is you got headphones on.
No, yeah, it was the light. Weird.
Light didn't do anything.
Word.
It's your brain.
Apparently. So what's going to follow the announcement of the food shortage? How many people are going to die at
Pandemonium.
How many
obviously.
people are going to die at Walmarts across the nation?
You think it's just going to be Walmart? That's crazy. You got like grocery stores don't be having food and shit. I'm talking about food here. We're not talking about appliances and electronics, nigga. It's not Black Friday. It's Black December with no fucking food, nigga.
A lot of motherfuckers do their grocery shopping at Walmart.
Yeah, but most people go to grocery stores.
Most people go to grocery stores.
I just don't know any national grocery store chains.
Doesn't matter.
They're regional.
Exactly.
They're all regional.
That's why I asked the
They're all
national.
owned by the same company.
They're all going to be at Publix, Kroger's, Giant Eagles,
Food Lions, Blooms.
Safeways.
Safeways.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm surprised you said Safeways.
Whole
I was in
Foods
DC, man. I learned some shit.
are across the nation.
I said, what is this weird ass store? I went in like,
Safeway,
it's a grocery store.
Yeah. Shoppers Warehouse. Y'all probably not familiar with that. That's also in like the DMV area. Probably down south too.
Yeah, if you want to, you go around. You know what? That's your YouTube channel. How about that? Jerry's gonna scour the world for all the fucking grocery stores. He's gonna tell you how they all compare. Like, so this compared to the last 17 chains I've been to. Vegetable sushi rolls,
3.5.
Dude.
For real, they're gonna be at Heinen's too. For real, Heinen's gonna be cleared out first because they got the good shit.
That's where you're wrong.
Oh, what also in November, Tabasco dropped the barbecue sauce.
A Tabasco-based sauce?
It's just Tabasco brand. I haven't ate it yet.
I don't think I'll be trying that for real.
And also,
Wrap Snacks. The first time I was in the store today, I seen them Wrap Snacked sodas.
Wrap Snack soda.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a new development.
Called Ooh Wee Lemonade.
Wee lemonade.
Oh, I don't remember how it's spelled.
Relax.
OOWE.
on the note of Rap Snacks beverages, that's not your average hipster, baby.
Go get you some little babies and some